Hello everyone and welcome to Forensic Extract, and today we will be discussing about general toxicology. So first of all, the definition of toxicology, that is the study of poison. So study of poison is known as toxicology. So after reading that definition, the first question that will arise in our mind is, what is the definition of poison? So poison can be any substance in any form, either solid, liquid, or gas. So any substance, any form, solid, liquid, or gas, administered by any route that can be intramuscular, IV, subcutaneous, or sublingual, or any other route. So any substance in any form administered by any route causes ill health or ill effect or death by local or remote actions. So this is the complete definition of poison, that is any substance in any form by any route causes ill effect or death by local or the remote actions. It is known as poison. Now some more definitions, like the definition of toxinology. Toxinology is the study of toxins. So what is toxin? Toxin is any substance secreted or released by a living organism. It is known as toxin. So some general knowledge questions, like, who is the father of modern toxicology? Father of modern toxicology is Matthew Orfila. He was a legend in toxicology, and he is known as father of modern toxicology. And who is the father of toxicology? So father of toxicology is Paulus Zacchaeus. So Paulus Zacchaeus is known as father of toxicology, and Matthew Orifila is known as father of modern toxicology. Now, either in UG exam as well as the UG profs and various entrance exam, one important question that comes from the classification of poisons. So classification of poisons can be easily remembered by C, I, A, C, N, M. So first of all, C stands for corrosives. So corrosives are any poison which corrodes. It can be acid and can be alkali. So it can be acid or alkali that corrodes, is known as corrosive. Alkali are more dangerous as compared to acids, because alkali causes liquefactive necrosis. So there is deeper penetration and more chances of perforation in case of alkali, but acids causes coagulative necrosis. So there is formation of a film, a thick film, and lesser chance of perforation in case of acid burns. Now, I stands for irritants. Irritants. Now, irritants are any substance which induces inflammation. Inflammation is known as irritant. Now, the irritants can be further classified in like metallic, non-metallic, plants, or animals. So, metallic irritants are like arsenic, iron, mercury, or lead. These are metallic irritants. Now, non-metallic irritants are like phosphorus. Now, the plant poisons can be uh, Ricinus communis, Ebrus precatorius, Crotontiglium, and Semicarpacinacardium or Calotropis. Calotropis. So these are plant irritants. Now, the animal irritants, the most common animal irritants are snakes and scorpion. Scorpion. It can be honeybees and centipedes also. So these are the irritants. Now A stands for asphyxiants. Asphyxiants. Asphyxiants can be carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, H2S, or methane. Methane. Now one point to remember is that H2S is also known as knockdown gas. Knockdown gas or sewer gas. So these are the asphyxiants. Now C stands for cardiotoxic. Cardiotoxic. So cardiotoxic poisons can be easily remembered by C. Dona. C stands for cyanide. D stands for digitalis. O for oleander, and N for nicotina, nicotine, and A stands for aconite. So these are cardiotoxic poisons. There are frequently these are the poison, the list of poisons which are frequently asked in various entrance examination, like which one is not a cardiotoxic poison and all. Now next is neurotoxic. Neurotoxic poison can affect brain or spinal cord. So they can affect brain as well as spinal cord. So the poisons which will act on the brain can be somniferous, inebriants, or deliriants. So somniferous poisons are the poisons which induces sleep, and inebriants are the poisons which causes intoxication like alcohol. And deliriants are the poisons which causes delirium. And the most common example of deliriant is D stands for D is datura. So these are the neurotoxic poisons which act on brain. Now these poisons which acts on the spinal cord is strychnus, nux vomica. This is the poison which acts on spinal cord, strychnus nux vomica. And finally, in miscellaneous can be agricultural poison, agricultural or food poisoning is included in miscellaneous. So this is the basic classification of poisons. Can be easily remembered by CIA, C and M. That is C stands for corrosives, and I stands for irritants, and A for asphyxiants, and C for cardiotoxics, N for neurotoxic, and N for miscellaneous. That includes agricultural poison as well as food poisoning. Now, what are the features of ideal homicidal poisons? Homicidal poison. So, ideal homicidal poison can be that poison that is easily available, that is easily available. So, any poison that is easily available, and there should not be any color and smell. There should not be any color or smell. There should not be any taste. It should be tasteless. And there should be a latent period or a gap between the ingestion and the onset of sign and symptoms. There should be a gap in case of ideal homicidal poisons. Now, the ideal homicidal poison causes the onset of sign and symptoms should resemble a natural disease. The pathology of natural disease or the sign and symptoms should resemble the any natural disease. Then, if postmortem is done, then there should not be any specific signs for postmortem in ideal homicidal poison, and the findings should not be detected on any chemical analysis. So these are the features of ideal homicidal poison. So which one is ideal homicidal poison? Thallium and fluorine are the ideal homicidal poison. But most commonly used ideal homicidal poison are arsenic. The sign and symptoms of arsenic resembles like cholera, and aconite. Aconite. So these two are most commonly used homicidal poisons, but overall the ideal homicidal poison are thallium and fluorine. Now the features of the ideal suicidal poison. So ideal suicidal poison, similar to homicidal poison, should be easily available. It should be easily available. Then it should be easy to mix. One should be able to mix it easily, and it should have pleasant taste or no taste at all. Then the most important feature is it should cause painless death. This is the most important feature of ideal suicidal poison, that it should cause painless death. Now it should be highly toxic. So the ideal suicidal poisons are, first is cyanide, because cyanide is responsible for rapid death, rapid death, or opium or barbiturates. So cyanide is the ideal suicidal poison, or opium can be used sometime for suicidal purpose. But most commonly used ideal suicidal poison is OPC, organophosphorus compounds used by farmers. is most commonly used suicidal poison. So this is most commonly used suicidal poison, and that is commonly used by farmers. So this is all about general toxicology, and in next video we will discuss about the other important topics from the general toxicology. So thank you guys, and please do subscribe Forensic Extract by pressing the subscribe button as well as the bell icon so that you can get the notifications as soon as I'll upload the video. So thank you guys, and keep on watching.